Would you like to start a new game? Yes, please. It's on an SSD, by the way. Shed works. Buggy. Wait, that's a snake. Nope, it is a bug. What you doing there, little buddy? Oh, goodbye. Creepy mask. We vibe. No, I'm using a controller, you stupid game. WASD. I have an analog stick. Thank you, though. Can jump. Wow, gravity is a little low here. Can sprint. Oh, we have a stamina meter. Breath of the Wild. Yes, Breath of the Wild invented stamina meters. Yeah, the art style is pretty cool. Press A to jump. Hey, it swapped the button prompts. Good job, game. Move towards a wall to begin climbing. It is Breath of the Wild. Every open world game needs climbing and a stamina meter. So it is written and so shall it be. Oh. It's pretty out here now. Oop. Their fall damage? Nope, we're good. Hold B to sprint whilst moving around. I like whilst. Stamina does not last very long. The Ibex camp. What a comfy place. Yo, did that guy have a PSP? I can feel Jody smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I know, I know. I tell Jody that I know, but it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're gonna be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat, you were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was gonna be alright. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, you put the little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her, she can do whatever she wants. Jody reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I don't know where to start. Jody's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something, well, let's just say as useful as it is fun, I think I might suspect what Jotty's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing, so don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding, an artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Go on, it's nearly time. Oh, nice compass. That's cool. Hello. How's your PSP flipping? As I approach Hilal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this! Hilal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hilal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel fuzziness? And you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Jotty's words now and tell Hilal I'll go see Driss. Activate the gliding stone at the altar. Driss, where's my bike? I've told myself not to be too eager. It's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom features. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello! Jotty sent me to speak with you? Did she? What about? I tell him it was about something special, and then make a leading gesture slowly, trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen, and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of, possibly, maybe have a bike for me. Oh, your bike! He yells it like it's an idea he's just had. Your bike! Yes, of course! Of course, right, yes, your bike. That I was meant to, that I prepared for you, because today is your... gliding, yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course, right. Yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I arranged it for you in well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. Did you forget? I'm telling you, I didn't forget. I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby, a tester if ever I've seen one. What's the bike's name? Driss seems scandalized. That's a bit personal, don't you think? Just sand cutter will do for now. Youngsters these days, always asking questions. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back, and here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. While you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. Oh, cool. Brrr. Oh, nice. We can strafe. Cool. Look at this clunker. Feel like it's gonna explode out from under me. Oh. It lit up. That's cool. I returned to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been my Hilal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use of this sand cutter. That's something, eh? You could borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike and depart for Hilal. Already did that. Quest complete. We have a quest log? Quests. Need to complete tasks for Hilal and Driss. Oh, maybe he has more stuff for me to say? Or to say to me? I want to go activate the stone though. Brrr, if my bike doesn't fall apart. It really does look like it's about to fall apart at any moment. What a clunky baby. Can barely get up the hills. Bloop. God, I don't have like any stamina. Wait, why'd you let go? It wasn't all the way empty. Come on now. Barely made it. Oh, glowy door. Bah! Well, that seems dangerous. They didn't warn me the temple could collapse. Oh, it's dark. Ding! The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I exhilarated? I'm ready for Ohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Oh. Goodbye, rock. Pink lemonade. Ugh. We died. Get up. Oh. I didn't literally mean get up, but... Glowy rock. Show Hilal the activated gliding stone. Press and hold A to glide. That's pretty cool. I didn't jump first, though. Whee! Oh, is it nighttime now? I guess so. You're not gonna collapse, are you? No? Good job. I like our little gliding orb. Put! Birdie! Oh, is that the clock on the bottom left? It's 10 p.m. right now. Brrr. I love this shitty bike. It like barely stays hovering. What is that icon for? What is this? Post box. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Unread message is 0. Have a good day. Okay. So we have a mailbox. When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting. True freedom. I tell Hilal hovering is exciting and ramble for a moment about all the things I'll be able to do when I'm out there in the world. Most of them involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt, but I'm sure I'll come up with more in practice. Right? You can do anything you want. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I tell Halal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. Halal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, I think about that, but decide there's already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, and my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're gonna love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Hilal for their advice and for their help and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gestures toward the tower. It seems Cizo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Okay. I like the spiral ramp. There's someone over here too that I haven't talked to yet. Who are you? As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. Does she need help? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine, and I'll get her, I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Parenting, huh? Up we go. Hello. Cizo is an outclanner to the Avexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall and think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts, and by their training and their code, must go to where they're needed. But Cizo has been among us for so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she's one of us. I think there's a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Cizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. I'm a bit worried. Am I really getting a bike? Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jody told me how excited you were. Cizo sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered, and besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. Sounds like an adventure. I tell Cizo I like the sound of that, a little adventure before my big one. It's more meaningful than you know. To bond with one's bike before it has taken form is more privilege than labor. Here, take this. Cizo hands me something. This is a navigator. You could use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I ask Cizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, and fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Do most gliders make their own bikes? Only the lucky ones. I tell Cizo I'll see her soon and head off in search of the components. Together we will create something new out of the old. Oh. Press right bumper to use the navigator to mark interesting landmarks to appear on your compass. You can also add and remove markers from the map screen. Try placing a marker. It went away. Whee! I don't know, over there? Sure. Over here? And then over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? It was back somewhere this way. I don't know if I have... Back there. Oop. What's that? Oh! Money?
Oh, no!
What?
I'm here.
I know.
Oh.
I heard you slam the door like a mad woman.
But I didn't hear you say oh no. I thought that was our thing.
No, I'm too comfy.
Famous
Sable. Alarm.
Sable.
The balloon was more fun than the person in it.
Do you want to see the bowls I got?
I do not right now, but I do later. I approach the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? Longingly? Clarify that I was looking curiously, and the balloons aren't exactly my ideal vessel. The newcomer shrugs. Fair enough. I suppose when you can ensconce yourself in a peaceful little bubble and float down from the sky, the balloon loses some of its charm. But I'll accept your curiosity. I give the balloon an approving nod so that he doesn't feel too bad. Well, good to meet you, and... Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? Do I need a map? Do stag beetles like figs? I have no idea, but contextually, I assume the answer is yes. If you're leaving on your gliding, Sable, you'll definitely need a map of the Ewer, at least. And I'll sell it to you. Sell one for only 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets. I tell Jordan I'll be back. I need to ask Jotty for some money. Farewell, child. Give me money. I want money. Money me. I tell Jotty the cartographer wants 50 cuts for a map of the Ewer. I try to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. 200! Use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Jotty effusively and head out on my way. Thanks for the money! Time to buy a map. It's 1 in the morning. Who's whistling? Greetings, child. I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade then. A map of the Ewer sold by members of the Cartography Guild. $50. I seem to have nothing left for you. I thank Jordan for the Your map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, they'll have more maps to sell you, from Hakoa to the Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Nice. Oh god! Oh look, I have a map now. Beautiful. Oh, you can zoom all the way out? This way or this way? There's only 3 levels, no in-betweens. Quests, inventory, clothing. So. Where'd I leave my little bike? I guess I don't really care about the crappy one anymore. I'll just go get the pieces on foot. It was barely faster than walking. I don't think I can get all the way up there, huh? Three in the morning. It's gonna get colorful again soon. Wonder if these light up if I just walk through it, or if you have to be on a bike. What is that? What are you? A chum egg? Huh? Noodly baby. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Oh, cool. Collectibles.